My first tip is not to get angry over things you cannot change. If you really have tried everything you can do to bring about a change, then the first thing you have to do is to draw a line underneath it and to move on. Tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to allow at least 15 minutes, and I usually allow 30 minutes when I'm going somewhere. I hate being late for appointments. I hate being late for anybody. It's just something that I really dislike very, very much. So I always allow extra time. I'm doing a lot of work in Dubai that I do. There it's bumper to bumper in terms of traffic. I always have to allow extra time. It's like extra time on extra time. Because I know that stresses me out. If I'm late for people, it stresses me out enormously. And I can feel it. And if I'm late, I blame myself, which is also no good, but I know I've exactly walked into it. So know what causes your stress. Learn how to say no. We've already spoken about that one. The positive, negative, positive sandwich. To put 20 minutes, it's not much, 20 minutes in your diary with your name next to it. If I were to say to you, how many times does your name appear in your diary? What would the answer be? That's right. Not at all. Everybody else's name appears in your diary, but your own. It's your diary, it's your life, and everybody else's name appears in it. Think about it. 20 minutes, you time. And if you're thinking to yourself, I can't do that, the answer that I say is yes, you can. What's getting in the way? What's getting in the way of you actually putting 20 minutes into your diary? To compartmentalise home and work. In some ways, we cannot totally close our front doors when we go to work, and vice versa. When you go to work, you carry your problems with you. But we need to do our best to put them into a box and to compartmentalise it. That's what we need to do our best to do. Tip number 6, not to dwell on the past. The amount of clients that come to me and sit with, I wish this would have happened. I wish that would have happened. If only. The if onlys. People spend hours and hours saying if only. People go into victim mode so often. But if you're in that position, you need to draw a line underneath it and to actually move on. Another one which I rather like, and it's quite a new one for me, is this one arrangement-free weekend every month. And I rather like that one. I actually have my diary, and across through a weekend, 1 in 4, when there's nothing happening. Nothing happening. It always fills. Kids, whatever it's going to be, it always fills up. But to actually have that freedom of a blank space, and I still use a file of facts, I love it. It's like looking at a day where there's nothing happening. It's a bit like, yes, that's fantastic. So also think about that. Another one, to chunk your time into 2-hour blocks. I do a lot of writing. And I find that if I don't set myself times and when I'm actually going to be writing and set particular periods of time to do that, then it's actually not going to work. Interruptions are the bane of anybody's life. So therefore, if you're interrupted by your emails or whatever else it is, think about it. Share your time with optimists. How many people in this room like to be with negative people? We don't. You want to be with people that are positive, people that have got energy. Point number 10, and it really is important, and I just touched on it before, is the email one. Think of how much time is wasted per day with the interruptions of email. You're writing something. An email comes in from the right or from the left, people might wish in from the right, and all of a sudden you've forgotten where you are because your brain's gone somewhere else, and then you get back to what you were doing. It's a bit like, now, where was I? Think how much time you've actually lost in a day. Think how much time you've lost in a week. Because if you stop concentrating, it takes time to get back to that point. Because you've gone away to something else. If you were to work out the amount of time we've lost overall, it's huge amounts of time. Cost to the individual and cost to the business. Absolutely enormous.
I don't find that the incoming emails are a distraction. What I find is worse is the client who phones me up to say he's going to send me an email. and then he phones me up after to ask if I've got it.
Yes.
I can tell you that.
That's it. Yes, okay. I could, well, yes, that's like, yes, that's the triple one, isn't it? Yes. Have I interrupted you sufficiently? Yes, I have. I just wanted to check that you actually did get interrupted. This interruptions one is huge. Absolutely enormous.
But it also affects point number 5, your compartment,
yes,
home and work,
yes.
because nowadays, obviously, those emails are affecting your home life,
Absolutely.
if you're not careful.
Yes. So really,